Hi there, I'm Priscilla Dames. I recall when I went to Africa the first time many years ago. I was very young. I went to the west coast of Africa, to Dakar, Senegal. I was so excited to finally be there. I remember going to the Gory Island and seeing my first slave house. At the very top, there were all kinds of large rooms where the men, the Portuguese, would take the women. But at the bottom, if you stood in front of this slave house, you could see straight through to the other side where the ocean was. This was called the Door of No Return. I recall when Brian Gumbel and President Clinton first went there, and I was so excited because they were going where I had walked. You could feel the eeriness of the chains that were still on the walls, and they were like cave walls where the captured, kidnapped Africans were kept until enough had been kidnapped to take through the door to the slave ship. This is not something that you forget. I also have here what's called a chihuahua. It was one of my first, if not the first, African artifacts. I invite you to my home to see some of them. This was worn as a headpiece to promote fertility, a chihuahua. It's one of my babies. Since then, I've gone to Africa many times for several different reasons. For education, for business, and for leisure pleasure. But it's always with a sense of wonderment because there's so much there. There's so many countries that you could go to, and they're all unique, calling me for different reasons. Whether it's the animals, the climate, the diversity of its people, or the history of my ancestry, it's still exciting to me. I invite you to come and go with me. I'm going back next year. You should come.